Okay, here we go. Video number 3. Thanks for watching, guys. Continuing with the removal of the skin. As you can see, this is where I left you guys from the last video. And I am going to show you down at the bottom here in just a little bit the wood rot that I found on the last video. And so what I've done so far, I just cut away the insulation that it has, just so I can see how far up the water damage is and the wood rot as well. So here you can see like a hole all the way through into the actual trailer. But I'm not so much worried about that, because when I put the new paneling up on the inside, that'll take care of that. What I am worried about is if the floor beams that you can see, and you can see right at the bottom, you can see some metal. I'm just hoping that those floor pieces are in good shape where I can put a screw into it and they'll be tight and they'll sustain the weight. So they look good, they feel good. I won't know until I get into it. But here I'm taking the door out, the windows out, and you'll see the butyl tape. And I'm going to be clearing the butyl tape off around the windows, just taking it off. Might as well do it now. And around the door, what's left of the door, because I'm getting ready to take that upper piece of metal off, and it's one piece. So again, I'm showing you the around the window. This is the big window, and you can see that I've cleaned off the butyl tape, or putty tape, whatever you want to call it. And I'm now started to take the staples out, some of the screws out, and you're seeing the metal starting to kind of curl a little bit, and that's normal. You'll see here in a little bit that I put some clamps in the corners so that the metal doesn't come sliding down on me. And actually you can see them already, the front window and that back window. The front window right in the center, you'll see a clamp there, and that's just to hold it in place until I get all the staples out. Then I have a neighbor of mine come over and we'll bring that piece down together, and now we've brought the piece down and now it exposes everything, and it's in very good condition considering you know, the age of the trailer. The roof line, or the piece along the top that's connected to the rafters, another main concern, in good shape. What I'm showing you here is the front. You can see the front piece all black, where the other wood is not black, and neither is that top piece along the roof. So again, those are good signs. So I'll be starting to replace, and the first piece that I'm going to be replacing, where I'm going to start, is that fender well, the wheel well. So you saw on the last video, if you saw it, you saw me taking some measurements and kind of sketching it out. So now I'm transferring those measurements to that piece of wood, and that's the piece that I'll be taking out right now, and I'm going to show you the piece that I'll be cutting. And there it is, all cut, ready to go. Now you see the darker pieces. I had to use a couple pieces of wood. I glued it in place. I use Tough Bond glue 3. It's waterproof as well, so once it's glued, it's not going to break in the same place. It'll break somewhere else. So here I'm clearing out that piece of wood that's over the fender well, and you can see the wood rot and just how flaky it is, and you can see it down on the floor, you know. And so I'm going to remove all that junk pieces, all that. It'll be all cleaned out, and you'll see that in just a couple of pictures here. Yes, I would wear gloves, a mask, if you're not used to working around this stuff, if you get itchy. But they're all cleaned off. I'm only going to take off what I need to take off, and so that I did. Took all the staples out of that metal. There's all the junk there on the floor. I took the picture of that just specifically for that because it's just disintegrates. It falls apart. It's not a hard job, it's a dirty job. And there the new piece is in. And you can see that I use pocket hole screws along with some glue. And it is in place. It's in real good shape now. Starting to get sturdy. So now I am looking, I removed that piece of plywood that was in the front. And I will be placing a long piece right there underneath the door seal from the wheel well all the way to the front, and I'll shape that later. And you can see the screws if you look hard enough, little black heads that are sticking out. They go right into the floor, the subfloor. Same with that piece in the back. I already shaped that one to get it in place properly. I shaped that one prior to. And then I added a piece in the back for stability. I'll probably add another piece in the center there as well. And there is a picture of the whole job, what I did today. Took me quite a while, a lot of measuring, a lot of cutting, getting it right, and then putting things back in to close it up. We're kind of expecting a little bit of drizzle in the morning. I'm hopefully not, because I want to get some more work done into it. So that's it for now. Thanks, guys. Talk to you guys later. I hope this helps.